Number 5 is establish business operations. This is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. In order to have a business, you have to be able to accept money, accept payments, right? So make sure that you have a way that people can pay you. So whether it's just a PayPal account, a Venmo account, a Stripe account, whatever it may be, make sure that you've got something in place that if somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, I need you to do this drone job," you have a way for them to pay you. Okay. Not a lot of people pay cash anymore. It's credit cards. So you want to make sure that you have that payment processor in place. It's going to cost money. It's just the cost of doing business to have that in place. But you certainly want to make sure that you have a way to accept money so that when you get your first drone job, you're like, yay, I'm making money. This is working. Things like contracts. Contracts are interesting. I've learned a lot over the years with contracts. I do a lot of and instructional design curriculum development services. And I have learned this is something that you're going to get better at over the years. So what I do is for any project, I have a statement of work. A project has a start and an end point. It's not ongoing. Okay. And so what I'll do is I'll have a statement of work, and scope creep is very real. And if you're not sure what scope creep is, it means when somebody hires you to do something and you're like, yeah, sure, it's going to cost X amount of dollars. There's nothing really in writing that explains what it is that you're going to deliver to them. And then they start going, can you do this? Now, can you do that? I want to add this to it now. Now I want to add that. And suddenly your $500 job turns into something you probably should have charged $5,000 for. And you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself and your time. So this is something I think you're just going to get better at the more you do it. But always have some sort of contract or statement of work in it just as an agreement between you and your clients of this is what I'm going to do for you. Here's when I'm going to do it. And here's what your deliverables are going to be. This is what I'm going to give to you. I'm going to give you these files. I'm going to give you this. In my case, oftentimes it's curriculum or lesson plans or videos of lesson plans, things like that. Okay. And then you also want to make sure that you have got drone maintenance schedules in place. Your drone vendor should provide some sort of guidance on this, but the last thing you want to have happen is that you get out to a job and then you realize that your props are bad or your battery's dead or things like that. You want to make sure that you have proactive maintenance in place so that when your props are ready to be replaced, that you just replace them and you're good to go. And you don't have to worry about all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I can't do this job now. Okay. That'll happen. Things break, but you want to make sure that you have that sort of that maintenance procedure.